All right, so I want to talk about the new niche sites that I started. Now, I did have a video showing that in 2 months, I grew that blog to 45,000 sessions. And I was able to, after a certain amount of time, I think around 4 months, I could apply to Mediavine. Think they want more of an established blog, so they don't want you to apply before, I believe, 4 months. So I waited until that threshold and then I applied to Mediavine Journey. I still haven't heard back from them, but I am hopeful that I will be able to get into that platform since my blog is still growing. And because of that, I also started several other niche sites that I believe I shared in one of my other niche income reports, traffic reports about these other sites. So I'm not going to share what the niche is, but I will share the growth that's happening. I did start with around 4 extra niche sites. I dropped down to 3 because it was too much for me. And the third one is the newest one. This one I did share in Pin and Win course that I have created based on the strategy that I'm using for all of these sites. It's a Pinterest marketing course and I demoed it. So it's my demo blog, but I decided to actually turn it into a niche blog. So that blog, I can share with you what it is. And I can't go too much into how I'm growing these blogs because it is in the Pin and Win course that I have that details step by step this one particular strategy. Whereas my ebook, The 15 Genius Pinterest Secrets, is an all-around strategy for any type of pinner or blogger out there that shows little tactics that you can adopt to your own strategy. Okay, if you don't have a strategy or it's not working, you can try my ebook and adopt those and see. If you're still struggling, it's not growing as fast, then I would seriously consider enrolling in the Pin and Win masterclass that I have. All right, enough about that. Let's get into the niche site that I shared that grew in 2 months to 45,000 page views. Let's see what it looks like right now. All right, so this is niche site number 1. This is the main one that I shared on my YouTube channel. And this is how it's growing so far. So I believe it was around 42,000 page views. Now it's up to 62,000. As you notice here, it's the third number right here. I am tracking sessions because in Mediavine, they look at the sessions. And so I want that to be my target number here. But I am over 10,000 sessions already, and I have been since the 2nd month, but it's continuing to grow. As you can see, green arrows all above 80% growth, 75% growth, and 78% and 75% growth. So I am growing this blog. I will be honest with you that there was a time that it was lower. As you can see, this is, I don't know if this was last month or whatever, but it was slow growth and it went down to 35,000 for a bit, but I hung in there because I knew that Pinterest is cyclical. It will go up and down. It will take time. It was a transitionary season, so that always brings traffic down for some blogs before it goes up, and that's what happened with this one. Once we transitioned over to a newer season, then the content that I was producing was starting to take off. While this isn't a seasonal blog in a sense, I can capture the seasonal traffic with this blog, especially. And I'm trying to do that with Twins Mommy. I am trying to capture the seasonal traffic because this is the way you can really grow quickly is by doing that. I do show you the specific tactic of how to find these topics that will grow on Pinterest in my course, Pin and Win. But you can just see here, this is the growth. And so I am just waiting to get accepted. I'm hoping that it won't take months and months. I do know that Mediavine accepts, I think, around 10 websites per day, Monday through Friday. I don't know if they work on the weekend. I don't know if sites are published on the weekend, but I do know through the week, it's about 10 sites per day, maybe more up to 15. But if there are thousands trying to enroll, it's going to take a while. I'm hopeful. I'm hoping that this site will get accepted. All right, the next site I also shared in either that video or in a niche website traffic report. This is a newer site and I am slowly adopting the strategy that I'm using in the course that I'm using for these sites. It takes a while for the strategy to work and to really get implemented, but I am seeing growth, rapid growth, and I'm happy about that. So this is a niche site number 2. And I am seeing an explosion of growth, which means to me that I need to capitalize on this right now. Like I need to focus on this blog versus all the other blogs right now, because something is happening that I need to tap into. I need to see which posts are taking off. I need to see which pins people are saving so that I can double down on that topic. I can double down on that template of the pin style that I'm using. I need to see all of that so that I can capture more of the audience. Okay. So that's what I'm doing, especially for sites that I see amazing growth right now. All right. And I can also tweak my automation process because I do use automation. I have several sites. I cannot pin manually any of these sites. I do a little bit, but I need to put this on automation. So there is some tweaking on that maybe whatever I tweaked or whatever I started is now working, and I can just leverage that and pay attention to that. So I'm really excited for the potential. This leans slightly again into seasonal content. I could blog about anything within this topic, but it's advantageous for me to vlog some seasonal stuff about the topic. So, for example, on Sponge Hacks, I might write about mantle decor, but I can tap into fall mantle decor. I can tap into winter mantle decor ideas. So that's what I'm trying to leverage with this site in particular. Okay. So I am happy that it's had over 1,000% growth just recently. And so I just need to leverage that and not forget about this site. All right. The next site I've also shared as well. And this site is a little bit different because it's not the most popular Pinterest topic out there. Realize that Pinterest is visual. They love visual pins that show food, that show hair, that show before and after renovations. They show all of these things, right? Those are the top sort of niches or types of pins that people love to see, right? So this niche doesn't fall into that, but I am shocked that I'm finding growth. So there is some other motivation. Something's happening that I am tapping into what people are needing at the moment, and people are actually saving and going to my blog for this new niche site. All right, so this is niche site 3. Even though I said I have 3 niche sites, I don't consider the first one that I showed you as really part of this. I consider that first one connected to Sponge Hacks and connected to Twins Mommy and connected to my other main sites. Okay, that has moved on. All right, even though it's not making money, I'm considering it will. These other sites, the last one I showed you, this one and another one, are my newest niche projects. So those are the 3 that I'm working on instead of the 4 that I originally thought. So this one, as you can see, has been wonky because it is not one of the most popular topics on Pinterest, but I am still grabbing users, whatever their challenges or problems they're facing right now, this blog is speaking to them. So I am getting more sessions, more views. It's not a lot, but it is growing at least, and I'm happy about that. So while I should probably focus on this site as well, I believe that the niche site number 2, I can see more potential on that one. So I'm going to really double down on that one. And this one, I'm going to just do my normal things. I might tweak my automation process for scheduling. I might tweak a pin design. I might, but I'm happy with the growth. I want to see what's going to happen. All right. So that's what this one is at. The last site was a demo site that I shared in the Pin and Win masterclass. So I'll show you what that one is. It is Seriously Kitten. I decided to do a kitten blog to demo in my Pin and Win masterclass. So this is what I have right now. I don't have many pieces of content because I did these as examples and then I set everything up and then I just forgot about it because I'm like, this is just a demo site. I don't really care about it. But the other niche site that I had, I was pumping out lots of content and it just wasn't taking off. It was such slow growth. I didn't want to just create all this content, pay a writer for all this content, and nothing is happening. I'm hoping that maybe with this site, I will see if it's going to catch. And when I mean catch, it's going to take off on Pinterest. People are going to come to it and stuff. And and grow the traffic, right? Like finding those right topics. So this is what I have right now. I want this to be less SEO'd. So an SEO cat blog, there's a lot of pet blogs out there that are highly SEO'd of like how to potty train your dog, how to potty train your cat or whatever. What's the best litter for a cat? What's the, like those answering those questions. I don't want this because Pinterest doesn't like necessarily those types of topics. They want visual topics. So something like this is visual topics that they want to see. They want to see, what can I do to my cat for Halloween to dress them up? Right? And you can see I'm doing similar things that what I do on SpongeX with showing the pins here. There's something happening here. So let's look at the traffic. I am going to show you like the 60-day mark because it's not that impressive right now. Like I said, I set this up as a demo site. I got it into automation and then I just stopped everything. Like it went through its whole schedule and I did nothing to it. So there is not a lot of growth yet until I'm starting to market it more on Pinterest. Right? So this is what I'm doing right here. And I'm hoping that it will grow. If it doesn't, then I will drop this niche and I will find something else. At this moment, it's not a big deal. I'm not too worried about it. But that's sort of my plan right now for these niche sites is to see where they're going and capitalize on that growth and then tweak when needed. Hopefully that inspired you to use Pinterest to market your blog. If you need help, I do have some resources. I do have my ebook. You can start there if you want. Maybe that will work for you. If you have an established blog, an established profile, try those tactics and adopt it to your strategy. If you want to just try something brand new, if you have a brand new blog, Pin and Win is for you. I do talk about it because the kitten blog was brand new. I show you there was absolutely nothing on the blog and I show you how I'm marketing it on Pinterest, okay? Consider enrolling in that course if you haven't already. If you have any questions about Pinterest or about blogging, post them below. Otherwise, check out this video of a Pinterest strategy that can help you find the right blog topics that will help you explode your traffic. Otherwise, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in that video.